This story is from Bhagavad Mahatmya. There was a city on the banks of Tungabhadra river. There lived an influential Brahman named Atmadev along with his wife Dhundhuli. His wife was ill-mannered. They had no children. One day, due to this grief, he went to jungle. He met a monk and told him that he was sad because he had no children. Monk said, "You will not have a son even after 7 births. Atmadev threatened that if you don't give me a son, I will die by hanging here. Due to Atmadev's stubbornness, the monk couldn't do anything and asked his wife to feed him by giving him a fruit. Returning home, he gave the fruit to his wife Dhundhuli and said, "Eat this and you will have children." Dhundhuli did not eat that fruit. After denying eating fruit, she gave the fruit to the cow and brought her sister's newborn son to grow the son under the condition that she would pay. No one knew this. In course of time, the child was also born from cow. The child born from the cow was named Gokarna, and the adopted child was named Dhundhukari. As time passed, they also grew older. Gokarna, who was the child of a cow, became wise and intelligent, while Dhundhukari became a thief, a great fool, and evil in nature. One day Dhundhukari beat his parents and ran away with the housewives. Seeing this, Atmadev was very worried, and his son or Gokarna came to console him to follow the spiritual path. He says, "This Sansara world is certainly unsubstantial, full of miseries, and induces infatuation. A man is not the controller of his son and property. A person attached to them consumes day and night. Indra, the Lord of heaven, does not enjoy the slightest pleasure, nor does so the emperor of the world. There is real pleasure in the life of a sage who is dispassionate and leads a secluded life. Give up your ignorance in the form of attachment to your progeny, for delusion leads to hell. This body is going to fall one day. Therefore, discarding everything, repair to the forest." The curious father asked him what to do in the forest. Gokarna said, "Discard the notion of your identification with the body, which is composed of bones, flesh and blood. Give up completely and forever your idea of myness with regard to your wives, sons, etc. Perceiving the ever momentariness of the world, take interest in sweet renunciation and be thoroughly established in your devotion to the Lord. Giving up worldly duties, always resort unflinchingly to the path of righteousness, render service to saintly persons. Give up your thirst for worldly pleasures. Immediately cease to brood over the merits and demerits of other persons and drink to the full the sweet juice of Hari's stories." In this way, following what his son said, Atmadev, who was over 60 years old, left home and went to the forest to get liberation. By working for Hari every day, doing penance and listening to the story of Bhagavat's Dashaskandha, he attained Shri Krishna. After Atmadev got salvation, Dhundhukari beat his mother and threatened to kick her to death if she did not tell him where the other money was. Mother Dhundhuli, who was scared to hear her son's bad words, committed suicide by jumping into the well. Brother Gokarna had left home for pilgrimage. Alone Dhundhukari brought harlots and stole other people's wealth and started keeping those harlots. One day, those harlots made a plan that, because this thief Dhundhukari steals, one day the king will make him a prisoner. Let's kill him and run away with his wealth. After the harlots made a plan to kill Dhundhukari. As usual, Dhundhukari had fun with the harlots. He fell asleep. They tried to kill him by tying a rope around his neck, but the strong Dhundhukari did not die easily. And the harlot went and brought burning coals from the fire and put them in the mouth of Dhundhukari. In this way Dhundhukari died in a very brutal manner. Muni Sutji says on this incident, "A wise man should never place his reliance on bad women. He is a fool who puts his trust in them, is overwhelmed with calamities, whose words are full of nectarine sweetness, whetting the feeling of love of the lustful, but whose heart is sharp and cutting like a razor blade. Then who is dear to bad women? Those prostitutes with many customer husbands absconded along with Dhundhukari well." After a few days, brother Gokarna also got the news of his brother's death. Wherever Gokarna went, he performed Shraddha for the liberation of Dhundhukari. After the pilgrimage, Gokarna returned home. He was just about to sleep in the courtyard, then something like spirit appeared to him with horrible expressions as it is trying to say something. Gokarna recited some mantras to him and sprinkled him with water. "Who are you and what are you trying to say?" The spirit started crying, saying, "Gokarna brother, I am your younger brother Dhundhukari. I got this birth because I committed only sins while alive and was killed by bad women. My dear brother, please free me from this ghost birth." Gokarna was surprised and said, "I have performed Shraddha more than 100 times in Gaya. It didn't work. Now your salvation is impossible. However, I will think if I can do something." After mourning, Gokarna asked scholars, wise men, and Brahmanists to find a way to get rid of the spirit, but there was no way. After that, Gokarna stopped Surya's flight with his mantra and asked Surya, "Hey, Lord Surya, witness of the world, tell me the way to salvation." Answering Gokarna's question, Lord Sun said, "Liberation is possible only through Srimad Bhagavatam, so organize Srimad Bhagavatam." After that, Gokarna organized Srimad Bhagavatam story as the narrator. Dhundhukari, who was a ghost, entered the bamboo and started listening to the story. As each day passed, the bamboo's joints were exploding. 7 days later, Dhundhukari, as a handsome, glowing like a god, came out from bamboo. Greeting his brother, he said about the impermanence of the body. The food that is cooked in the morning gets rotten in the evening. How can the body which is nourished on the liquid essence of such food possess permanence? And why should not one accomplish acts leading to stability with this unstable material body? Dhundhukari was telling others about the knowledge he got after listening to Srimad Bhagavatam. After some time, a Viman came there with Haridasaj. As everyone seeing, the plane got ready to go to Vaikunt with Dhundhukari. Seeing that alone Dhundhukari was going to Vaikunt, Gokarna asked Haridasaj, why all the devotees here aren't going to Vaikunt? They heard Srimad Bhagavatam as much as Dhundhukari did. Haridasaj replied, "Hey courteous Gokarna, the variation in getting the reward is caused by the disparity in listening. It has been simply heard by all, but has not been pondered over with devotion. The evil spirit heard the Bhagavatam while observing fast for 7 days. Therefore, we should listen to the story, understand and apply it in practice. Watch the videos uploaded here, understand and also practice on your daily routine." After Dhundhukari attended Vaikunt, Gokarna decided to organize the Bhagavatam again, taking the word of the Haridasaj. In the month of Shravan, together with all the devotees, Gokarna narrated the story of Bhagavatam as a speaker. This time everyone understood the meaning and listened the story. After the story ended, Narayan himself appeared with the Vimanaj and his devotees. Narayan was cheered there by Jai Jaikaraj. And Hari himself joyfully blew the Panchjanya Shankh. He embraced Gokarna and made him like himself. And he gave Vaikunt possession to other listeners in a moment. By hearing this story even once, all sins will be washed away. By reading daily, one should not get stuck in this cycle of birth and death again.